Hello everyone, my name is Kalu Chika and I'm here today to make a presentation on MMM ideology. I am a prospective guider and I'm currently in MMM Guider School batch 146. During this presentation, I'm going to talk about the ideology of MMM. I'm also going to explain to you how MMM works. I'm going to tell you about the rules of MMM and, of course, inform you about the potential benefits of MMM. But before we go into all of that, I want to give you a brief introduction to MMM. What is MMM? MMM is a global mutual aid fund. It is an acronym for the Mavrodi-Mondal movement. It was founded by a Russian called Sergei Mavrodi. It is a voluntary informal association of millions of people all over the world who have chosen to rebel against financial slavery. In MMM, people decide to help each other voluntarily. Nobody's forced into it. It's something that is done willingly to help each other achieve financial freedom. And all of this started because it was noticed that the modern world we are in currently is bad, and most especially, there are a lot of inequalities in every aspect of our lives, especially in the financial world. You may have noticed that people are not equal, and we all know that money is not and has never been a measure of hard work. I mean, have you asked yourself why certain people who work less hours earn lots more money than those who work a lot and who work for longer hours? And this is why MMM came up. The ideology seeks to address this gross inequality and help give back equal universal financial rights to the poor and to the masses. It seeks to reduce the gap between the rich and poor. That's why it came into existence in the first place. What are the main goals of MMM? MMM was created so that a new financial order could come on and also abolish a world where the rich became richer and the poor became poorer. It sought to address this core fundamental issue, and it's also is to create a fair, honest financial system for everyone. And that's why its slogan is together we can change the world. It invites everybody, no matter who you are and no matter how much you make, no matter what you do, to all it invites us to all come together and create and cause this financial revolution. It also helps promote good relationship between one another by motivating people to provide help to each other willingly. It helps it makes it possible for people who do not have anyone to help them to get access to help that is needed, and vice versa. Now, how does MMM work? MMM is a community of people providing help to each other on the principle of gratuitousness, reciprocity, and benevolence. MMM is the only financial institution in the world where people agree to willingly help each other without any guarantees. MMM is not going to ask you to get any surety. It's not going to ask you to sign any form. It's not going to ask you to deposit any amount of money. No, it doesn't ask for any guarantees. It's just a community of people who just want to help each other. It's a peer-to-peer system where participants transfer donations directly from the account directly to the account of other members. That is to say, if for instance you get registered and you get paired in MMM, you transfer funds directly from your own account to the account of the person who requested the help. And in turn, when you want to get help, funds are transferred directly from the account of the person providing help into your own account. You are not going to pay it into any other person's account. This, if you decide to provide help, for instance, the assistance you provide transforms into Mavros. And what are Mavros? Mavros are virtual currencies which the MMM community makes use of, and it grows at a rate of 30% per month. That means, for instance, if you decide to provide help with 1,000 naira, it is converted into 1,000 Mavros. And even after you provide help and transfer the funds to someone else's account, your Mavros are still your Mavros. And those Mavros grow by 1% every day to make it 30% per month. And at the end of the 30%, at the end of the 30 days, sorry, if you want to get help, you can still get your money back. And if you provide help, it can take an average of 2 to 30 days for you to be matched with someone who needs help. And this is only after you indicate you want to provide help. You cannot get help unless you indicate interest to provide help, and then you are subsequently matched with someone else who wants to get help. The MMM community, it maintains its structure by a continuous cycle of people providing help and people getting help, and it's stronger when the amount of people providing help is equal to or greater than the amount of get help. MMM is not a bank, it's not a business, it is not an investment. You cannot say you want to invest your money in MMM. It is also not a company, and it doesn't have any central account. You don't pay your money into anybody's account except that person who has been matched with you. So donations are transferred directly from one person to another. Now I'm going to talk to you about the rules of MMM, and we all know that rules are put in place to help guide the activities of members in MMM. One of the most important rules in MMM is that you should always use your spare cash to participate in MMM. Do not borrow money because you want to participate in MMM. Do not use money earmarked for something very important and participate in MMM, because you could run into problems when you are eventually matched and you do not have the money to pay. Also, multiple accounts are prohibited. MMM seeks to create a fair and honest financial system, and multiple accounts are dishonest. You can always provide help with one account as many times as you want. So the penalty for this is that you will be blocked. Also, do not share email and bank details with other members. The, the penalty is that you will be blocked and until you can give your proof of identity. Do not edit your banking details or change passwords less than 15 days before getting help, because your get help is going to be delayed by 14 days. The system needs to ensure that you authorize the change of password. Also, if you are paired to pay someone, there is an option for refusing to make payment, especially if you do not have the funds at that time, which is why it is important for you to use only your spare cash so that you can have the money anytime you are paired. Because if you use the refuse to make payment button more than once a month, you will be blocked. You should only provide help with the amount of money you have. Do not refuse to make payment. MMM accepts willing participants, and if you refuse to make payment, it does not follow that particular sentiment. You should always make payment, especially when you're paid, or else you'll be blocked. Do not upload a fake proof of payment. After every initial payment you make, You're supposed to give a proof that you made that payment. And most people do upload a fake proof of payment, and that's very dishonest and could cause a lot of troubles for both participants. If you cannot pay, you have the option of clicking on the refuse to make payment button, but do not upload a fake proof of payment. Do not make payments and refuse to upload your proof of payment before your time elapses, because the system sees it as the fact that you did not make any payments at all, and it will block you based on that. When you accept funds or receive help from other participants in the community, you should confirm those receipts of those funds. And if you do not do that, the penalty is like you will most likely be blocked. After every get help, you are required to write a letter of happiness, and you are required to do this within 3 days of getting help. If after 3 days of getting help you fail to write your letter of happiness, you will be blocked. There are lots of benefits in MMM, and one of those benefits include the registration bonus. After you register for the first time and you make a first donation, you receive a bonus depending on the amount of money you provide help with. You have the option of getting $20 if the amount of money you provide help with is between $50 and $499. You get $50 if the amount you provide help with is between $500 and $2,999. And you also get $100 if the amount of money you provide help with is $30,000, $3,000 and above. This bonus is frozen for a minimum of 14 days. It could be more sometimes. And if you take out your money before this frozen period elapses, you are likely to lose the registration bonus. And then there's a 30% growth. Any amount of money you provide help with in a month grows by 30%. For instance, if you provide help of 10,000 naira, at the end of the month, you get 13,000 naira in return. There is something called the referral bonus, and this referral bonus is given to you whenever you refer a person to MMM, and you get 10% of whatever amount of money the person provides help with. If a downliner, those are what we call downliners. If your referral provides help with say 100,000 naira, you get to have a bonus of 10,000 naira. And if you're a guider, you have the extra advantage, as you can get 5% from the second level, 3% from the third level, 1% from the fourth level, and so on. There's also a bonus for testimonial video. After you get help, you have the option of making a video of happiness. This video of happiness is where you thank the MMM community for the help you were rendered. And if you do this, you can get 5% of your get help amount if your face shows, or 3% if your face is hidden. And aside from all this, MMM helps out in the community by helping out the less privileged, the motherless babies, and providing and buying goods and materials for the poor in the society. So, what are you waiting for? This is an opportunity for all of us to be free from financial bondage and slavery. Be a part of the community today, and together we can change the world. Long live MMM Global. Long live MMM Nigeria.